Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to translate manga with Medibang Paint. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your software. So first you're going to click on Illustrate, and then you're going to hit OK. It doesn't really matter what canvas size you have, because you're not going to be using this canvas size at all. You're going to actually open a new image from what you copied. So I already have my image copied, so I'm just going to press Ctrl Shift N, and then you're going to have the image up. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is create a new layer. That's this button right down here. And then I like to do the text first. So I take the text and then I click over top of the bubble. You get this little dialog box that pops up. You're going to make sure the font is Wild Words, and then scale the size way down, change the color to black. Make sure there's no edge color, you're not using bold or italics or anything, no line spacing, no text spacing. And then as a test, you're just going to type hi and see how big it is. So that's a little big, so I'm going to put it at 3. And not to give away any answers, I'm not going to give away any of the answers of the translation, because I think you guys can translate this. And if you don't know the words, or you don't understand something, feel free to look it up in a dictionary and make your best guess. I'm not looking for quality of translation here, I'm just looking that you know how to use Medibang, but I think it's also interesting. I kind of wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were in terms of translating this page. So I'm going to leave this as high. So now I can drag and drop this high and make it go over top of this bubble. And I'm going to click back down here to this empty layer. So I'm just going to name this really quick. We're going to call it filler layer. Sure, we'll go with that. That sounds good. You're going to take this this dropper tool and you're going to click the background, the white background, so that the color goes to this same color white. And then you're going to click the square tool. And then just drag and drop a square over top of it with your mouse until you can't see any of the text. And usually, again, I would write the words first and then just adjust them. But we're just gonna block all this out. Usually I leave these ... panels here. And for this says Emokunai, but this watermark is kind of in the way, because that's how it usually works with fan translations, which is what I'm teaching you how to do. But yeah, so you're just gonna like kind of get rid of as much of it as you feel like getting rid of. If you really want to be fancy about it, you can take a brush if you have a pen and get a little bit bigger of a thing. You're gonna want to put your brush to a pen actually, and then you can like fully block it out like all the way around and everything. I'm not going to do that just for the sake of time, because I don't really think it's necessary to show you in a demonstration. But then you can take your text and recenter it. So let's say my high was like off to the side. I want to have it right in the center. The other thing you want to make sure is that this text is centered, and every time you want to start a new line, hi, my name is, then you have to press the enter key. So you want it to kind of look like this in the bubble. You also want the text to follow the shape of the bubble. So like you don't want hi, my name is, because it's gonna look weird in the bubble, right? It looks like, I mean, it doesn't look that weird, but it just looks better formatted this way, because it kind of follows that same bubble like shape. The other thing is you have a lot of ellipses if something continues onto another line, so you can either put it here or you can put it here. So if you want to have a sentence that continues from one bubble to the next, you put this ... and then you can continue the sentence. So we'll just put Mitsuki because that's the name of the character. Here we go. And that's basically all you need to know in order to translate. Now the difficult part comes in of actually looking at the words and trying to translate. I am a fan translator for manga. I just turned all these layers off so I could see what's underneath, and you can definitely do that while you're working if you want to. But for some of the important things to keep in mind while you're translating are, what does this character sound like in Japanese, and how can I make them sound like that in English? How can I give them the same tone, the same vibe that they have in this page? How can I fit the text into the bubbles and make it look clean without changing the text size like a bunch? How do I make it sound natural in English and sound like it's flowing and sound like it wasn't something that was translated, but it was something that was originally in English? That's one of the hardest parts, is making it sound natural. If you can't find what a word means, I would recommend either asking ChatGPT, because ChatGPT usually has it'll give you the full breakdown depending on what you prompt it with. Again, we have a lesson about that. You can ask Jisho, which is a dictionary website for English to Japanese, or you can just straight up Google the word and type in the Japanese word, and then towa, which is like nantoka nantoka towa, is asking for like context, definition, whatever, that kind of thing, and it should give you a lot of results. I think Emokunai is going to be the hardest, definitely going to be the hardest, but I look forward to seeing the results. One more thing is adding your watermark. So I'm already in this text. You have to be clicked on the text in order to alter any text. So like, for instance, if I was clicking on this pen here, I couldn't click on this text layer, but now that I'm clicked on the text layer, it doesn't matter which text that I click, it automatically switches when you click on it. But yeah, the last thing is you want to add your watermark. So let's say I want my thing to be translations at, and then you're gonna put your name, but again, since I'm uploading this onto YouTube, I'm not gonna put my actual name. Let's see, I'm just gonna put unknown user, but please put your actual name so that I know who this is. Okay, then we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna change the opacity to make it a little bit less standing out than the background. This just makes it a little bit more transparent. And then if you want, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can make it overlap with some stuff and put it in the way like this was. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I usually leave mine here so it doesn't get in the way of anything, but that makes it easy for people to crop it out of their photos if they want to share a translation and then not give me credit for it, which kind of sucks. So if you want to put it over top of something else, you totally can. It's all up to you. And that's it. The last part is making sure you know how to save. So I just press Ctrl-Shift-S for save as, but you can also go up here and then go to save as. What you're gonna want to do is not make it a Medibang Paint Pro application, because then it's gonna save it with all your layers and everything, but it's only gonna open in Medibang, so you want to click PNG. Don't mind all this stuff, this is promo pages. Then you're gonna name it whatever you want to name it, so your name and then translation. You're gonna hit save, and then after, make sure you can find it, save it to your downloads, whatever. You're gonna go back into files and open it, and then copy and paste it to Word document later. So for instance, if I save it here, then I'm gonna have to go back to this GLS art, promo pages translated, and then I will have to click the your name translation, open it up. It's gonna open with like some sort of software. You're gonna hit copy, paste, and paste it into a Word doc, and then upload that Word doc, and it'll be great. As long as you get it to me somehow, even if you just straight up upload the PNG, it's fine. I just need to be able to see your work, and if you have any questions, you can email me. And that's all for this tutorial. Thank you for listening.